Hey guys, and welcome back to my kitchen. In about 20 minutes, the Read by Zoe readathon, 24-hour readathon is starting, and I decided to hop on here and start my vlog. Please ignore three aspects. I have this really big spot. My skin isn't the best looking today. It's got like 5 tones going on. My face never is perfect. Also ignore my patchy hair. I'm getting it sorted soon. It's all about reading, not about my hair and my insecurities. Let's get into this. So I have already done a readathon, 24-hour readathon before. This is my second one, but it's my first proper Read by Zoe readathon that everyone all over the world is joining in on. The first one was kind of a private thing between me and friends. So if you would like to go and see that vlog, I will link it in the description box below, or I'll pop it in the iBar. This is my proper first worldwide one, which I'm very excited about, and I have 4 books which I'm going to hopefully get to. The first one is Ready Player One by Ernest Cline. I kind of want to do like a little movie slash book review and like compare them both, so I thought I would start this off with this because this was the first book I was looking to read in March anyways. This is about 370 pages, so I'm not sure if it would take me that long, but I'm looking to read a lot in this sprints and all that. The second book on my list has been on my TBR for a very long time, and that is The Hate You Give or Thug by Angie Thomas. I've been looking to read this book for a very long time and just to find out more black and diverse creators and authors and all that stuff, so I decided to pick up Thug, The Hate You Give. This one has about 440, so I'm not sure how long that will take me either. The third book, which is probably the final book that I'll be getting to, is Dreamology by Lydia Keating, another one that's been on my TBR for a very long time. This one only has 330 in, so I might go ahead and finish this one as well. I hope so. And then if I finish all 3 of those, or even just the first 2, I have book. I have Tripods by John Christopher, and this is obviously really small. So these are all the books that I'm hoping to get through this readathon. If I don't, it is quite ambitious, and I'm not that much of a fast reader. Well, I kind of was last time, but I think that Silence of the Nowhere Girls, it was just a really great book. I think I'm going to really enjoy The Hate You Give and Ready Player One. I'm really hoping, because my boyfriend really wants to go and see it in the cinema, and I'm refusing until I read it, so better read it fast. And yeah, the time is 11:41, as my sources have just told me. 19 minutes until the readathon starts. So it's currently about 12:03. We're late. Yep. My cup for this readathon is this one. My boyfriend gave it for me Valentine's Day, but enough of the mug, because, you know, that's not what this readathon is about. It's about reading. So I'm going to jump right into Ready Player One by Ernest Cline. So, oh my, I just tried to unlock it by the side because I now have an iPhone 7. Anyways, it's currently 2:20 in the morning, and I am on page 200 of Ready Player One by Ernest Cline. It's been 2 hours. I read about 100 pages per hour, which is really good. I'm really proud of myself, which means I am halfway through. There's a lot of like intertextual references in this, and I wasn't expecting to like be like getting them, and I do. MacGuffin was referenced, which is an Alfred Hitchcock plot device and a plot device in books that are used. References a lot about 80s pop culture and pop music, and a lot about like the media and stuff, and I don't know, it's just not what I expected it to be, but not in a bad way, like at all. I love it. It's great. It's wonderful. I apologise that I'm still sat in the same position, and if you can hear Waverley's kettle, wait, it's our kettle. I just finished Ready Player One by Ernest Cline, and don't know what it is about my first readathon books, but they always come out 5 stars. Don't know why. Maybe I'm kind of making a habit out of it. I really hope so. And I'm gonna go get some sleep. I don't know how long to sleep until. I think about 8, depending on when I go to sleep. Like 8 or 9, I'll wake back up again and I will start The Hate You Give. Good morning, everyone. It is 10 to 9. I'm so tired. I went to bed at about 4:30 and I woke up at about 8:30. I've just been laying in bed for 20 minutes. I'm gonna go downstairs, get some breakfast because my tummy is rumbling, get a cup of tea, and then I'm gonna start reading because I actually didn't mean to stay in bed this long. I was supposed to get up at 8 so we could sprint at 8, but like I'm now almost half an hour late, but it's fine. just an official sprint on Zoe's Twitter page, and it was from like 20 past 11 until 12, and I managed to get 100 pages read in that time of The Hate You Give by Angie Thomas. I am 136 pages from the ending, a little bit less than that because the Goodreads page count is I think a few pages longer than mine. I have no idea why. I do really like it. Again, it isn't what I expected, but in a good way. It's making me laugh, it's making me think, it's making me want to cry. It's that kind of reaction that you want to have to every book. Still sat in the same position, and I had the hiccups, but they're gone.
We have designated seats when it comes to reading.
We do have designated seats. I sit in the corner next to the phone,
You sat down there last time.
and then Tia's on here, and then Winfrey's over there right in there. But despite our arranged seating, I finished The Hate You Give by Angie Thomas, and I gave it a 4.5. I think I told you I gave Ready Player One 5. I think so. These two books that I've started the readathon with have been really strong. Excuse you? And I am so worried for the next one, because if this is a disappointment now, it's going to look even worse compared to those two. Next book is Lucy Keaton's Dreamology, and this was supposed to be for a book club that we were in yonks ago. Currently 106, and I am going to start my third book, and I have Tripods up and in line, but I don't know if I'm actually wanting to read that, so I might swap it out for something else. But I suppose I will let you know. From this exact spot. I just finished Dreamology by Lucy Keaton. Woo! I gave this a 3. Was okay. There's some bits were stronger than others, but it was fine. A really cool quote at the back that said by Lucy Keaton in her sleep, which I think is really cool, and I'll read it to you because it's quite funny. Would you please stop somersaulting because I don't like it, and neither does the person sitting next to me. Lucy Keating talking in her sleep in 2001. I think I read this in a whole sitting. I don't think I've moved. I don't know how long. I don't even know. What day is it? What year is it? I'm lost. So I'm due to read Tripods now, but I don't think so. So I might go and have a little look on my shelves and pick something else to read. It's now 4:30, and I set up a poll about an hour ago for people to vote for 4 books. I picked We Were Liars, I picked The Colour Purple, A Clockwork Orange, and I also picked another one, which I can't remember which one it was. And the winner by quite a lot was We Were Liars by E. Lockhart. So this is the 4th book that I'm going to be reading for the readathon. I'm so excited that you actually, people who watch my videos, picked this, which is really fun. People who watch my main channel picked this. And I've heard a lot of good things and bad things about this book. We'll have to see. So I just sat in the same position. Again, I think I read this all in one sitting. Again, kind of just sat here, read the rest of We Were Liars, and why the fuck did I just read? Everything but the ending was totally fine for me. I liked just everything but the ending. The ending was fucking just, no. I feel like I've just been taken advantage of. I feel dirty after reading that. So, because I finished We Were Liars, and I didn't really feel in the mood for any of the books I put in the poll earlier, so I've decided to pick up The Perks of Being a Wallflower by Stephen Chbosky! Yay! The movie was really cool, and I cried at the movie, and it was great, and I feel like this is gonna be great too. It's really short. I think it's like 230 pages or something, so I can get it finished in a few hours. I think this is going to be the last book that I read, and I probably won't have time to read anything else, so this might be the last book that I read, the 5th and final book, so I'll let you know how that goes. Hello everyone, so it is the next day. It is Sunday the 4th of March, and the readathon was yesterday. I just got dressed and ready to film a video, and I have filmed said video, so I decided to film my wrap up. I did manage to finish 5 lovely, wonderful books. They are all wonderful in different ways. I wouldn't say that I didn't enjoy any of them, I just enjoyed some of them more. The first book that I read from midnight until about 3 o'clock in the morning before I went to sleep is Ready Player One by Ernest Cline. I gave this a 5 stars on my Goodreads, and I really enjoyed this. It was an effortless, book. Just everything about it was wonderful, and it mentioned Blade Runner and so many things that I got references to. Such a postmodern book, and I really can't wait for the movie. So I'm not going to talk about what these books are about, but I will sum up in one word: escape. I'm going to say for that one. Escape. The next book that I read was The Hate You Give by Angie Thomas. I gave this a 4.5 stars on Goodreads simply because there was some filler, a little bit, that I wasn't really paying attention to. This is one word because technically it's a hashtag, but Black Lives Matter. The third book that I read was Dreamology by Lucy Keating, and this got a 3 stars, I think, in my Goodreads. This book really didn't look too good compared to these two. It would have been so much better as a sci-fi dystopia rather than a contemporary. I just feel like the genre was a little bit off, and I would have liked it so much better if it was written in a different way. One word for this book: fluffy. The fourth book that I got round to reading was We Were Liars by E. Lockhart, and this was a fan pick. I did a poll on Twitter and you guys picked We Were Liars. This one got a 3, I believe, on my Goodreads. Again, just an ordinary read. It was all good until the ending, and it was just kind of, I was disgusted, I was confused. That's not how a book should leave me. I was just describe this. I'm going to say flop. And the fifth and final book that I got round to in the 24-hour period was The Perks of Being a Wallflower by Stephen Chbosky. I gave this a 4, I think, 4.5 I think I gave this on Goodreads, because there are, again, some filler. But I really enjoyed this. I cried multiple times, and there are so many quotes in this that are tattoo worthy. One word based on the plot. One word: infinite. So that is my wrap up for this readathon. I really hope that you enjoyed this vlog. I'm sorry it was a bit short. I don't know what happened. I kind of like lost track with vlogging and wanted to read more. Yeah, there was my 24-hour readathon hosted by Zoe. I really hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a massive thumbs up and subscribe. I have 2 YouTube channels. I have this one, and I also have a main channel. So this one's all about booktube, and then my main channel one is all about LGBTQ+ content and feminism and just education, and sometimes being a little bit witty. But yeah, I really hope that you enjoyed this. I might have to film in this setup again because it looks really nice and wonderful. I didn't actually think of filming like this ever before. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you next time for the readathon. Bye!
I wanna watch them fly and fly and see them soar up into the unknown. But I feel just like a nerd watching birds, watching me here.